Hey, welcome back. We're back in Timberborn, and as you can see, our colony is paused at the moment because we have a bit of an issue. That issue being, look, we have 64 adult beavers and 21 children, but we've only got about 1,000 water, just a little over 1,000, and we've got 11 days worth of drought left to go. So, well, that's the cost of rapid expansion of population. Sometimes there are events, scenes, possible happenings that can occur that may give you problems with some of your resources. But I refuse to let such thing happen, and I also refuse to slow down on the population. So what we're going to do there is we're going to get started and get in here. One, we put down these two last time just to get a little bit of water. We're going to say those are super high priority. And then we're also going to come over here and probably reroute this for just a second. We'll take this out of here. There we go. That can go out. And then I'm going to come through and we're going to take out a couple of these. Let's see, that one and this one and this one and that one. And let's see, whatever is going to be like here. I tell it not to. What's being planted in there? Yeah, don't plant that. There we go. That one, and we'll do these two as well. And once they come in and take those out, which we're going to say those are high priority so they can get to them, we're going to start putting in water pumps there. We'll have our water pumps over here, and then let's get her started here. There we go. As kind of a last-ditch effort, we're going to make an outpost where there is water. Right now, the best place to get that is all the way over here across the map. So let's start building that way. We'll come down here. We've got these going on. We've got these going on. And you know what? These guys are just sitting there since their pump is dry. We'll send them out to do more stuff. This is all ready to go. Anything over here that I can temporarily... Not really. I need the builders, but you know what? We'll pause science for just a minute. They might go back in there. Let's see. How are you guys doing? You can be paused because you don't have any water plants. You can be paused. You can stay paused. This one, those aren't even planted, so that can stay paused. There we go. That wraps us up just a little bit extra there. These guys aren't doing much. I'll pause one of these. Now we've got quite a few more beavers to get stuff done. So we'll go ahead. We'll run across the map here. Let's go up this way. Maybe we'll find a nice place to cross this river here. How about here? Looks good. Looks good enough, at least. Let's come across here. Over right through the middle of these. And I'm going to want to get some storage over here first. So we're going to need logs. We're going to need some planks. I can't remember. Do these need gears? Those need gears, but that's a regular warehouse. So we're going to do that and we'll get stuff up there. So this over here, all the way around. Nope. Let's go this way. There's stairs this way. Up the stairs, the nicely made natural stairs, all the way up here, around over, around this tree, right through here. There we go. And now we can go ahead and start getting in our outpost over here. So let's switch that. You can go there. You can go there. Let's put you here. And then can we get one more here? We could, but that really won't do us much good. Can I move that over? Maybe flip you. There we go. And that one can go there. Now the question is, good. I can still route to all of them. There we go. And we'll say these are fairly important. I want those in, those in, those in. And then when they finally get that done, we'll say that these are super high priority. We'll even toss in a storage over here so that they can store water and the haulers can bring it back. So let's see where they're at back over here. Did they get these two in? They did. We're going to set those to highest just so we can pull in as much water as possible. And they've got that running. Now we just need to check, have they got these cleared out? Yep, they sure did. Good work, guys. Let's go ahead and we'll flip you around there, there, here, 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 and you know what? I could just put this here. That's fine. We'll get a road that goes around to each one. It's going to be kind of a weird road, but that's okay. We'll put you in there. We don't need you. We'll say that these are super high priority so that we can start pulling in water. I'm worried less about the food. The food we should be fairly decent on, but the water is what worries me. And now that we have these over here, let's make sure there's beavers in there. They'll pull the water out of there. It'll, of course, dry up the ground, but I think with all the stored food and the time we have for that, we should be okay. So we'll pull those in. Those guys, they still have a little bit of water down there, so we'll worry less about that. They should... Oh, they can't start on the bridge if you don't give them a full path. There we go. Now they should start there. They've got that going. That's looking good. They should, like I said, should be able to get that taken care of. Are these set on out? Yes, those are set on out. So we'll leave those. Now to get the beavers from here to there fairly quickly, I want to start setting up our zip lines. So let's go ahead, toss in a zip line station. We'll go ahead and get that. Oh, I don't have enough science points because I paused science. Well, isn't that the catch? What is it? Catch 22? That gets you stuck on some of these things. But we'll go ahead and we'll let them build across the map here, and we'll come back and take a look in just a minute. Our river is already dried up, and unfortunately, it looks like these pumps here are out of range as well. So not much we can do there. I'm going to go ahead and put in a bit of a dam down here, because if we can at least get this blocked off, then we may be able to use this river here to turn this into a better solution than multi-level pumps. But we're going to need a couple of things for that first. Over here, you can see all the land is pretty much dried up, so we can go ahead, let them out of the farms, and we'll put them back in the science huts so that we can get going on our zip lines over here. We've got two more that we can put in over here. Do I have those trees cut to mark? Or marked to cut? Cut to mark, marked to cut. Same thing, pretty much. There we go. Those can get out of there. And now what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we'll put in just a bit of a bridge right there. Eventually, we're going to get the tapper shack for this area, but as you can see, we don't have anything that really uses that at the moment. So hopefully when we get some more science, that'll help out just a bit. You know what? I've got spatterduck. I could probably cook those up, and we don't have chestnuts, so we'll get rid of that guy. He can go find something else to do. We've got a couple there. How are we doing on metal blocks? Actually, we're not doing bad on some of these resources here, which is a bit surprising to me, other than the worrisome amount of water at 740, which, look at that. They have got across the second bridge, and they're coming over here to work on that. Let's say that these are all high priority, so we can pull in what we can of those. That can go there. And we'll even plan on putting in some more dams maybe right here. I don't need these two in the corner, but I'm going to put them in anyway. That should be okay for now. We'll come across there. When they can get to that, they can get to that. Let's see if we can get to the other side, or if we have to cut out trees. This, oh, looks like we got to cut out at least one. No, I don't. I can go around the tree there. There we go. This one, I don't see a way to get through. So, you know what? We're just going to say, let's take out this one tree here. And they can make their way, hopefully, the rest of the way. Yep, over to this edge over here, where we can put another couple of dams and hold in a little bit more water for our outpost. So there we go. They've got one in, and yeah, they're eventually all going to have to come running over here for food and water, or at least water, but that's okay. At least they'll have a little bit of water be pulled in during these last 5 days. Otherwise, I don't think we would make it. So, oh, these guys are already done. Good, good. Let's pause them. We'll pause you guys, and we'll just say, you get out of there. There we go. This is all looking good so far. We don't seem to have too much to worry about, but you never know. There could be problems that arise. So we'll skip ahead for just a minute and take another look at what's going on after that. With our little outpost here kind of maintaining the survivability, it looks like they're almost out of water. In fact, they might be out of water at this point, but we have 0 days left. So our good tide should come back. There we go. And what we're going to do, we're going to unpause every one of these. Going to unpause every one of these, all of these. Yep, that one too. There we go. And we're going to up the hours to 20 hours. We're going to make sure we've got farms there. Everybody's going to go into the farms for now, just to make sure that we keep up on food and water. There we go. We're already down 7. This guy's going to have to replant. These two, though, won't have a job for a little bit, so they can stay right where they're at. Same thing with these guys. You know what? Those guys can probably stay. Hey, look, they got our bridge in. That's nice. This guy, he can replant. That guy can replant. Let's get some people in there if possible. That looks good. And we'll keep the water coming in. Look, we've already recovered up to 100 water. Speaking of which, oh, these two. Forgot about these two. Very important. Speaking of which, though, I do want to turn these off. There we go. And we're just going to disconnect this for now. Everybody out. That way they're not running all the way across the map to get things that they don't need to be getting. This will need replanted. They'll get in there in just a second. It looks like they're going all right. We're down to 6 kits, so our adult population jumped up quite a bit, which is kind of what we want to see. Also, to help get things moved around, let's see. Do I have the 700? I do have the 700. So now we can put in our zip lines, which this should be. I think this is in range. Yeah, it is. It is. Add connection right there. All right, and then from here I want to get one. Do I have enough to get the zip line pylon? Yep, I can put one maybe here. Yep, and then from here I'm gonna take out these, and we'll put one there, and we will also put one. Let's see. Let's get one of you to drop you off. Maybe here? Nope, we're going to turn that building. Let's... Good. They got it in already. Let's go ahead. We'll connect that one there. And then the pylon... No, we actually want another station. Yep, that'll work there. And you can go here. And then we're going to have to go up and around these wonderful windmills here. Let's see. We'll put you in there. Yep, that'll connect. And here, I'm going to say, let's empty you. You know what? No, let's not empty you. Let's just say that goes out. There we go. And I'm going to put this over here so that I have a better line of view either from here or to maybe down here. Let's see. Let's go ahead. We'll take out this corner of carrots. We should be okay without the corner of carrots. Let's get people in bad water if we can. We'll take another quick sweep across here and see who is working on stuff and who's not. It looks like most of our aquatic farms are not doing anything at the moment. You guys aren't really doing much. You aren't doing anything. There we go. We have extra people again. You're not doing much there. That should give us, in fact, it gives us some extra beavers. Let's go ahead and connect to these zipline stations. I don't know about everybody else, but I really hate the fact that they only have 2. Oh, wonderful. We have a bad tide coming in. We'll have to catch that real quick and see if we can maybe, just maybe, get around it. Oh, there we go. And one more station over here for this one to connect to. I really wish they had 3. They just had 3, you could make networks, but 2 leaves you kinda let down there. So this one, it'll probably come down here somewhere. Did this get in there? Oh, it did. Good. How's my science doing? Actually, not bad. What does it take to make a explosives factory? Just 400. So we're gonna do, let's do 2, and we'll get those when they get to those. That's pretty much my thought on that. If they get them built, great. If they don't get them built, well, that's fine too. Oh, I need metal, don't I? These all need metal, and I'm not making a single one. Well, once they get in there, they'll get some metal made, and then we'll be able to zip line our colony up. I think that'll work at least as a beginning level transport system. In fact, I might even put one down here. There we go. There we go. That way our bad water people can easily get that and pick that up for us. We need to start unpausing some of these so we can get them back in there. We've got logs. We've got... Oh, look at that. There's our first zip line, and there's our first beavers using the zip line. Doesn't that look like fun? It really does look like fun. I'll have to try it out eventually. They're making their way, though, across the map. It's looking pretty good. Our water is recovered. It's back to 1.5, but you know what? We're going to work the full last 2 days to bring in just as much water as we possibly can. Speaking of which, we stopped on these. They did get that one in there, so I think we'll lose all our water off the side, but I'm not too worried about that. We seem to currently have avoided any kind of event or problem with overpopulation. We'll keep an eye on it, though, and we'll be back right at the turn of the bad tide. The bad tide is here, and it's a 13-day, which isn't terrible. It's definitely something that we can live with, live through. We should have enough water. We're clearing out what's left of our little island over here, and unfortunately with the bad tide, this isn't going to help us very much. So we have 2k water, but I think we'll be okay. In fact, I'm going to actually pause these, as they were helpful, but now not so much. We're going to go back to the 16 hours. We're going to have them pulling in water. They've got plenty of blocks still yet to make. These guys, you know what? I'm going to say prioritize them so they don't have to go get their own stuff. That way, hopefully they get a couple more made a day. Everything else looks like it's going all right. So what I want to do while we've got a little bit of time here between them building stuff is to build more stuff. What we're going to build down here, though, is we're going to continue on with our storage center. We're going to get kind of make this the main storage area. Since it's got a zipline ride off of it, we might end up moving it at some point, but we're going to just need the extra storage here coming soon. We've got a decent amount of logs, and to get more logs, what I could do is I could come over here and chop all these down and chop all these down, because eventually we're going to want to use this land anyway. So let's go ahead. We'll toss in some lumberjacks here. We'll toss in a couple here. Let's come across the river here. Maybe out to about there. Yep, that looks good to me. We'll do that, and then let's remember to actually mark all these as cutting. There we go. Those can all be cut. These can all be cut. That'll bring us in at least a little bit of extra logs to help us out. And if not, we can start working on this area and this area after that. We are going to need to reroute this eventually, and I want to reroute these, but I think that'll have to probably be after we get dynamite here. What are we still missing on those? Metal blocks. So metal blocks are going to take us a little while, but we did manage to get our zip lines up, and they're still building them, it looks like. But I think with this tiny outpost over here, it helped kind of dilute, avert maybe is a good word, the crisis of not having enough water. We are going to keep an eye. If this river still has water in it at about halfway left, I might, just might, go ahead and basically turn all these back on and take the last of the water. You know what? Something else I kind of want to do. I think I need more wheat in general. We're just low on wheat overall. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and mark all these carrots for demolition. They can come over here, take those carrots out, and we'll replace those with wheat. There's a really nice mod that does that for you, but again, I don't have a lot of mods enabled at the moment, so you know, we're just going to do it by hand. They'll get that built whenever they can and get that taken care of. Oh, look at this. They've already got some of the stuff in here. Now, I could start with berries, but I don't really want to hold on to a lot of berries, so we're just going to start with bread. And this is, of course, going to be an out, because this will be just kind of the overflow for everything. Let's do carrots there. And we can come through and just put our stock in here. Cattail crackers we'll have eventually. Let's do grilled chestnuts. Am I forgetting to put the out on these? Yes, that one I didn't. This one is definitely for potatoes. We'll get those in a minute. Oh, those got to go out though. Potatoes, we've got grilled spatter duck going out. We've got maple pastries going out, and we've got sunflower seeds going out. So at least we'll have plenty of storage for any extra food that we have, just in case we have problems with food in the future. We can at least harvest all of our fields for now and store most of it over here. So that should stem any problems with... Would you look at that? We actually have cattails for a change. Nice. Okay. Well, we'll get to those made up, and then I will actually turn this back on, and we'll unpause that to get some cattail crackers in here. That'll be a nice addition, maybe a little bit more well-being for us. They are going to, well, they're moving slowly on this field, but they'll get there eventually. But I think with that, we've got our overpopulation kind of under control for now. So I think we're going to call it there for today. Next time with the zip lines, I think we're going to come down here. We're going to set this place up to be kind of the water obtaining place. We'll take this out of there. And maybe with the dynamite, it will actually let us sort of straighten this river out so that we can get something in there. And we'll try maybe getting our bad water setups. We've got them diverted, but we could definitely divert them a lot better different ways. So that might end up being what we do. But until then, just want to say thank you very much for stopping by and hope to see you next time. Bye.